It's the final week, and we are kicking things off again today with the trial of disgraced music mogul Sean Combs. Hello, my fam. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and your number one source for everything Diddy drama. Before witness testimony began in the federal trial where he is facing charges of trafficking, racketeering, and both sides laid out a map of what this week is going to look like. The prosecution is expected to wrap their case tomorrow morning, and the defense is going to wrap theirs tomorrow afternoon. That's right. They told the judge they're going to take less than half a day. Team Diddy is calling no witnesses, 0. They will, however, submit some exhibits into evidence. The attorneys intend to meet for a change conference Wednesday morning, and closing arguments would be Thursday. Each side has said they expect their closing arguments to be about 4 hours, which means jury deliberations could start Friday, and if they are quick, we might get an answer on Friday. Wrapping things up for the prosecution today on the witness stand was Homeland Security Investigations Special Agent Joseph Ciego. He is helping the government go through charts and graphs and texts and provide a lot of information to the jury. In one text, Diddy's co-conspirator, according to the prosecution, his former chief of staff, Christina Coram, was planning his stay in a Las Vegas hotel. She texted saying that she had a room at the Waldorf Astoria for him and that she put Plan B, the substance that she put Plan B in his nightstand. And also that a jeweler from Van Cleef could meet him in New York. Even more explicit videos were shown today. The media has no idea what was on those tapes. The jury had to watch them. And yes, his mother, 85-year-old Janice Combs, was in court again today to sit through all of this. Jurors had to watch 13 different clips today, more than 10 minutes of freak-off footage. The media reports that today's videos feature Jane, an ex-girlfriend of his. Federal prosecutors said they were able to identify more than 40 freak-offs that took place between 2021 and 2024 with escorts. And this is why I am so happy. Even if he gets off on the other charges, he'll spend a lot of time behind bars for that, transporting professional lovers across state lines. Yes! Guilty. The jury today was shown video excerpts along with travel records, hotel invoices, and money transfers collected during the government's investigation. The jury was also shown Venmo and Zelle payments to Cowboys for Angels, an escort company. And in addition to no witnesses, Diddy's defense will not also take him and put him on the witness stand. No testifying for him. And helping the government's charges, it wasn't just Jane or Cassie that did everything. Records showed today, presented to the jury, travel arrangements for Sly, an entertainer, were booked by Diddy's travel manager. There are receipts, a paper trail, credit card info, and everything. In this one text message between Diddy and the liaison with Cowboys for Angels, the escort agency, he texted Bridget, "Stop raising my rate. I am a long timer." The agent said it wasn't up to the company, but the S-worker themselves, saying, quote, "The best guys have high rates." Diddy said it was okay and then asked Cody to come to the Trump International Hotel at 1 a.m. back in September of 2023. This is some interesting insight. The fact that there will be no defense witnesses at this trial could mean that Diddy's team believes it has established enough doubt during its cross-examinations of prosecution witnesses. It could also mean there are no witnesses available who could help him. I think the latter. In more messages between Diddy and Bridget from Cowboys for Angels, he complained that one of the escorts he hired couldn't even perform. He told Bridget, LOL, he couldn't even perform. She responded, you're paying for the gentleman's. Diddy said, he's lucky he got that. I think Bridget meant time. Bridget then shot back, it doesn't matter what happens on an appointment. You could go skydiving. Then Diddy countered, I'm not trying to be smart to you. Talk nice to me because I always talk nice to you, being I'm a long-time customer. Then Bridget apologized and Diddy said, it's all good, it's all love. Anyone else in NYC? The jury was also shown text messages about IV fluids that Diddy needed to recover from the freak-offs. He was coordinating with his staff to set that up. His former chief of staff, Christina Coram, texted him in September of 2023, next time you leave when you're randomly partying, you have to tell us. Can't just Uber lit with a guest. That's when bad happens. You know this. Puff, seriously, that is reckless. Charges better be coming against Christina. Diddy responded to her, I love you to death, but you have to stop. Jurors were also shown communications between Diddy and an employee talking about procuring drugs. The prosecution rapped on the special agent. Then it was the defense's turn, and they showed the jury even more explicit videos today. In an urgent voicemail that was played, Diddy called Christina Coram, his former chief of staff, and said, I can't believe I'm out of baby oil. He ran out of baby oil and was complaining. He went through a lot every freak-off. In another voicemail to his chief of staff, he said that he wanted whole milk lattes, coconut water, 7 bottles of baby oil, 5 bottles of Astroglide, and some vegetable soup from Air One. Texts were shown to the jury of Jane complaining to Diddy about the freak-offs. She felt coerced, and his defense argues that she was a willing and happy participant. In another voice message, Diddy was complaining that he needed his Cialis, please. I'm going to keep on calling y'all if y'all don't make sure I have everything I need. Cialis is that prescription medication to make sure that men can keep it up. In another message to Christina Coram, the former chief of staff, 5 more bottles of everything so I don't have to call anybody. More messages of Jane complaining, saying, I'm not an animal. I need a break. I don't want to. Diddy's son, Justin, was also there for the festivities today, too, in court. In one text exchange that the defense submitted, though, Diddy asked Jane, want me and Paul to stop by? Paul is his personal trainer who also worked as an escort. Jane responded back saying, I'm horny for you. Diddy then said, what you want to do? Be explicit. And then she got real explicit. In another text, Diddy said, debauchery at 9 o'clock? It's a yes or no answer. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Trying to convince Jane to agree to a freak-off. After one freak-off, Jane texted Diddy, I really had a great night. And in perhaps one of the funniest exchanges, he was texting Jane from a brunch that he was hosting, and he told her, I'm serving orgasms and foodgasms. And that's it for today. Wrapping up with the prosecution and the special agent tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. Thoughts on this? See you in the comments.